your girl, Micelle, guys, coming with another installment of Connect with Purpose. I am Micelle Guines, and I make sure that you like, share, post this particular video. Of course, you know, I always have a wonderful guest in the room, and make sure if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so that anytime a new video comes up, you will get the notification. All right, so let's go. You know, I've got somebody amazing in the building. Look, not in the building. Isn't it beautiful that now we're able to do these connections? Hey, but I am talking to the one, the only Marla Henderson, who is one of the authors that's part of the Seeds of Hope book in collaboration. Welcome, Marla. How are you?
I am wonderful, Micelle. I am so excited to be here today. I told you earlier, I said, I don't even know how this all happened, but it did. And so I'm really happy to be here.
I know you guys, y'all had an amazing team. All of the authors that are part of this project. I mean, first time out the gate, Marla, y'all national bestsellers. I mean,
can you believe it? I couldn't believe it myself. I was like, oh, okay. This is surreal. I didn't see it coming.
But you guys worked together so well. You guys worked and made that thing happen. And so I am glad to have you here today. So Marla, I always get the opportunity to introduce to some and present to others. And so while I have you here, I want you to tell the people a little bit about this Marla Chisholm Henderson. Tell them a little bit about you.
Well, you know, I am, for people that know me, my passion right now is the fact that I have multiple sclerosis. You wouldn't think that would be a passion, but it really is for me because I've been blessed. And, you know, God has blessed me. That's all I can say about that. But I am a mother and a wife, and I have 2 grown children. And like I said, I'm a wife, and we're about to go into retirement. So I'm excited about all of that, too.
Nice.
I was so excited when I was asked to do this. I was like, I thought I was just saying yes to somebody that I love that asked me to say yes. And I did. And so here I am.
Well, you know what? That's awesome. It really is. I mean, and a lot of times, you know, we reserve our yeses for good projects and for those things that we would like or would want to do.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I think this was a good yes, Marla.
I do too.
So tell people about that connection, Marla. How did you get involved with this project? How did that the invitation? Because Rachida doesn't even let everybody can get into all of these projects that she's doing.
Exactly. Well, you know, Rachida is my sister-in-law, actually.
Right.
And so she knows I'm here for her, just like she is for me. So so I've known her all of our adult lives. Okay. And so we actually went to high school together.
Really?
Yes. But she's younger than I have to say. She's younger than I am. And so, like I said, when she asked me to do it, I said yes. I thought I was helping out. I didn't realize what a big project this was until I was all in it. And I'm like, and I really had fun doing it. You know, I had a good time doing it. And like I said, because of the MS is the passion for me, that's why I said this is a perfect opportunity for me to step out there and put my story out.
Yeah, no, and that's good. So I heard you say something like, because this is your first time. This is your first time writing.
Yes, ma'am.
So what was this process like? If somebody was saying, you know, I don't know about writing a book or getting involved with a book, what would you say being a first time author?
I think for me, being a first timer, I'm thinking, okay, if I tell my story, I can't mess up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I just said, you know what? I know what my passion is. And it was just a few years ago that I realized what it really was. But I found out through other people whose lives I touched, they were like, you know what? You got to do more with this. So this was perfect. I never would have done it on my own. Never would have done it.
Really?
But so she said, will you do this for me? I said, sure. And then again, here we are. Bestseller too. Yeah.
That's the cherry on top.
It still hasn't gotten in yet. Hasn't sunk in yet.
I know. So, well, tell us a little bit, and you've talked about a little bit here in sharing your passion. But Marla, tell us, of course, we want people to get their copies of the book so that they can get the entire story.
Yes.
But what can readers expect from Marla Henderson and this wavering faith?
Well, you know what? I get kind of comical because that's just my MO.
Yeah.
It's funny when I look back on it, but just as my story tells, it wasn't funny at the time. There was nothing funny about it. But as time went on, and I realized, you know what, this is kind of comical. And I'm a lighthearted person. I'm not real deep and heavy and so it was easy for me to just tell the story in a lighthearted way, but still very serious because the topic is serious, And so when you start talking about planting seeds, most Christians know, when you plant a seed, if that's the only thing you can do good in this world, planting that seed, about the Lord it's a blessing. It's a blessing to be able to do it. And anytime anybody has an opportunity to do it, they certainly should. They should certainly do that. And so the seeds that have been planted over my life, I kind of shared throughout my story. There's much more to it, but, I had a chapter. There's a lot more to it, but I had a chapter. So I tried to stick with the protocol, and I did the best I could do. And I think people will enjoy it. If people who know me, and even people who don't know me, will kind of get to know the kind of person that I am, because I am a lighthearted person and I like to laugh, and laughter is the best medicine.
It is. It does the heart good.
It does. It does. Yes.
Just like a medicine.
Yes, definitely.
You know what? I really enjoy your story. You're in the book. I mean, I think that it's good. I've got a girlfriend. One of my really good girlfriends was diagnosed with MS, and she's a little younger than me. And I want to say this was maybe 8-9 years ago. Oh. So she was just hitting 40. And it is, when you think of something, that changes your life, the way that you have to do things and maneuver and such. And so
that's right.
I like the way that you shared it, because sometimes people can get a diagnosis or something like that, and it really comes out. But the passion, the fun loving, it kind of makes it, not that it makes it go away, but it makes it easier to live.
Yes.
I think that's what people need, and that's what the wavering faith was for me. So listen.
I'm glad to hear you say that. Well, thank you very much. It's definitely what I was trying to convey. That it's not funny, it's not a joke, it's serious, and everybody's journey is different when it comes to that. But you cannot just throw in the towel and say I'm done, because you're far from done. You're far from done. And so, I'm glad to hear you say that. That's very helpful.
Oh, excellent job. So of course, I always like to know, you guys, you're national bestsellers now. I just don't know where you might turn up or where you might be, and things you might have going on. So tell us, Marla, what's next for you? What's the next part of your journey?
I think for me, just like I put in my chapter, the debilitating illnesses that are out here, there's so many of them. Okay. But people are still going through life and they're still doing what they have to do. And so being diffrabled, like I mentioned in the book, is so important that people embrace that, because even though we do things differently, we're still able to do, and so we're not so much disabled. I have some disabilities, true, and it keeps me from being able to work out in traditional work type environments. Okay. Right. But at the same time, I'm still doing everything. So I'm diffrabled. I'm a different kind of able, And so I want people to realize to have that label, when they say you're disabled, it's a negative connotation immediately. People do that. Oh, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, why? I'm great. I'm pretty good. I'm really good. And so the idea of being diffrabled and being able to actually hold on to something and say, you know what, I'm still able to contribute to my community. I'm able to raise my children. I'm able to take care of my husband, my family, so I'm not so disabled. Okay.
Right.
And I'm a best-selling author. Okay.
You are. And you said it easily. It was seamless. It just flowed off your lips, just like
it really did. It did.
I love it. You know what? When I read that diffrabled, I was like, you know what? I like that term. I like that term. Yeah. Good
Different
job.
kind of able. Different kind of able.
Yeah.
My do looks different than other people's do.
Right. That's absolutely true. Absolutely true. And so important. And I'm so glad that you shared it, because a lot of times people don't share the painful parts of their lives or share the parts of their lives that they've had to get to a place where it's diffrabled. Your perspective, that I think that's so good, have that perspective that you give people. So listen, I am telling all of you who are tuned in, when you copy of Seeds of Hope, you are going to be inspired. You're going to laugh a little bit. You're going to, you are going to love it. Yeah. I mean, the book itself is filled with lots of them. Every chapter, from one to the next, and they all good. They're all good. They're all good. So Marla, did I ask you what was next? What you doing next?
Well, what I'm going to do next though, really, and we talk about a book, and as you know, my son did the cover for the book, and so now he is working on a logo for me in diffrabled, because I'm going to do he said, Mom, you got to have some type of
online
information. Yeah, you got to have some information to give people so they really understand and they can get the full effect of what diffrabled is about. Okay. Yes. And so that is what I will be working on. And I will be getting the trademark done, and I will be getting another. It won't be a book as big as this one here, but it will be something that people can take away and say, you know what, this is me. Or I know somebody who has thrown the towel in and said, I'm done with life and I don't want to do this anymore. I want them to be able to pass that along to somebody else, to give them the courage to go and fight for it. You fight for it because you can do it.
Yeah.
You can do it.
Absolutely. Yeah, they can do it. Yes. Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing next. I'm going to get ready to reach out to a bunch of those invisible, I call them invisible illnesses that people don't know you have, but you do, and you're still doing things in this world. You're still able to contribute. You're contributing, Yeah,
you add.
So that gives you power,
Yes.
So that's what I'll be doing.
I can't wait. Will you let us know if there's anything that we can do to be of assistance and help you with? Absolutely here. If you want to connect with Miss Marla Chisholm Henderson, you can find her out there on Facebook, and it's just her name is spelled. You can find her there. You can see the link below, and so you can and touch base with her. Marla, I thank you so much for joining. This has been a pleasure.
I wouldn't have missed it. I would not have missed it for the world. Not at all.
Well, I am glad. And for those of you who have tuned in, of course, this is Marla Chisholm Henderson. She is one of 8 authors that collaborated in this Seeds of Hope book. This is the first in the Seeds series with visionary Richenda Pickens and her teams and these beautiful people, national bestsellers, first time out the gate. Congratulations.
Yes. Thank you.
I love it. Hey, make sure this has been Micelle Guys with Connect with Purpose Publishing, where we love to help people do what it is that God has called them to do and just out to the masses. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please make sure that you do. Share this video with your family, with your friends, colleagues. We would love to hear from you, and we want to stay connected to you. So make sure that once you subscribe, hit the bell, so every time you get there's a new video out, you'll get the notification.
All right.
So thanks again, Marla.
You're welcome. Thank you so much, Michelle.
Absolutely. Thanks everybody for tuning in, and until next time, I'll see you later. God bless.